What is good? Yeah. And we're back. I'll allow y'all to enter the building, pull up a seat, and get comfortable. This is round two. Black men, Kamala Harris, that is, invited you to the table. Mm-hmm. And this is what you said. Round two. I said I was going to come back, and yes, indeed, we are back in the building. Pull up a seat, get comfortable. I might not take too long on this since we've already talked about it, right? Let me do some housekeeping real quick. As you enter the building, please press that like button. If you're watching from the cloud, you can do the same. Go ahead and press the like button. Let's get this algorithm going. All right. Let's see here. So this is round two. Earlier this week, I came to you guys with a live stream after I heard just the craziest thing I could ever hear a response to. The opportunity, if you had some kind of dog in the race, dog in the fight, however you want to put it, if you were voting this year, the table was set, and Kamala Harris set the table because she asked the black men to come here, come have a seat and talk to me. Mm-hmm. And they pulled up, right? I'm like, okay. I didn't even know they pulled up. I'm just hearing that aftermath of it all. They pulled up and Kamala said, "What do you want?" Because she knows she has incarcerated so many black men as her time as an attorney, right? So she needs that black vote, that male black vote, because she wants that male black vote so she can get on into the White House. But like I already told you, we already talked about that predictive programming. So most likely she might get in there, y'all, from what the Simpsons said. But she needs the black vote, nevertheless. And it's on a world stage. And, our brother, she asked you guys to pull up. She didn't ask Reverend Al Sharp. She didn't ask any of these older, used to be black leaders because these youth of the day, they not rocking that way. They not rocking with all that. I informed you guys. Now they're just photo ops. They're just there for photo ops. Jesse Jackson, photo op. The youngsters, young black males, and some of you older guys pulled up to the table. And what did you all say that you wanted? I mean, you could have asked for more loans so that you can open up black businesses without any hassles. Matter of fact, get stipends, 2-3 year stipends. You know what I'm saying? For your business. Get some free money that you don't have to pay back the financing and remodeling of a building or something. You could have put your heads together. That's what I thought you would have done. But from what I'm hearing, the buzz on the streets is that you said you wanted child support forgiveness. I know you lying. What child support forgiveness? That's what you said, like it was a student loan. Like you didn't go out there and get involved in something that creates life. It might feel good at the time, but you sure have a potential to bring life into the world because that's its original function. When the Most High said, "Go forth and produce," that's the original function. Not to go out there and be willy nilly and then ask your government for child support forgiveness. That just let me bring up the receipts. I'm gonna let this video run, and then you know how I like to do. I don't really like to stop the video in between and talk over it because I want you to be able to really get this concept of what my black brothers have said on a world stage. If that don't make us look crazy, because you all have proclaimed to be the leaders, my brethren, could ask for anything. Kamala Harris has she played y'all. Okay? She even offered y'all the opportunity to get into the drug game. And she locked most of y'all up behind the drug game when y'all was selling it. And now she's saying, I'll make the drugs illegal legal. I'll legalize marijuana for you. And y'all thinking about it, ain't you? That that synthetic crossbreed marijuana nowadays. But see, with you youngsters, y'all used to crossbreed fake food, fake everything. And she said, and I'll let you be a part of the industry. I'll let you be a legal drug dealer now. Will that help me get into office? Will you vote for me, black man? If I put you in the game and let you zombify your people even more? We're going to get into this. I want to say hello to you all over there on Facebook as well. Let me pull up the receipts. Here we go. Let me get this. And we're going to wind up listening to this more than once. And then I jumped on. Oh, I don't want to forget this. Last night, I was live because Kamala was here in Texas, right? She pulled up here in Texas, Houston. She pulled up and someone, I guess, thought she was bringing out the big guns because she brought out Beyonce. Man, did I peep out some things. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show y'all the clip of Beyonce. It's not going to have no audio on it, okay? I just want y'all to see this. So I'm going to let this video run. Let me bring it up. Bring the receipts up to the table. Okay? Let y'all listen to what's the buzz on the streets.
Does it make you feel bad that you can't support your kids? Yes.
Let me pause really quick just to give you this intro. What you're watching right now, this young brother, because I don't want y'all to think that this mindset of my brothers just sprung up out the blue, just sprung up after basically Kevin Samuels. I say his name, R.I.P., rest in peace, but I've always said he was poisoning the minds of our men, right? This documentary with this young man that you're seeing right here was on an ABC special, and he had about 4 or 5 women. I believe he had 6 or 7 children, and he was so nonchalant about who was going to pay for his children if there was no government assistance, no welfare. And he thought it was funny, cute. This mindset is not from the 90s, my people. Because with the popularity of Kevin Samuels and the Red Pill community and the manosphere, they promoted a lot of hate. Yes, they did. They promoted a lot of hate for the black woman and made it seem like the black woman was out here just doing her thing. not being responsible when it takes two to tango. So I wanted you guys to see this short little clip, and this was filmed in the late 70s, early 80s. This brother thought it was a game. And now we have a full circle, to tell you the truth. We have my brethren talking about, hey, what we want is child support forgiveness. So let's continue.
How do they make it? Where do they get the money?
Well, majority of them, the mother's on welfare, and welfare gives them the stipend for the month. So what I'm not doing, the government does.
What would happen if the government didn't?
This would be a big disaster, I guess, because you can't give something that you don't have. In order to give, you got to have for yourself.
You see, people out there watching will say, why didn't he think about that before he brought 6 kids into the world?
Well, mother had a choice. She could have had an abortion, or she could have kept the child. She decided the way that she wanted to have the child, so therefore, I guess it's not sweating her. I mean, it's not bothering.
You think it's her fault if she gets pregnant?
Well,
I mean, you fought her.
Well, maybe not. Like they say, mama, baby, papa, maybe.
Mama, baby, papa,
We
maybe.
are talking about sons. We are talking about fathers. We are talking about grandsons. We're talking about grandparents. We're talking about uncles.
An estimated 90% of black men voted for President Joe Biden in 2020. And Harris does lead Donald Trump 84-8 among likely black voters overall. But even a relatively small drop in support from black men could be significant for Harris, given the razor-thin margins in some of these battleground states. So, in the final stretch of the race, Harris is going all out, with media appearances and events, in addition to outlining what she's called an opportunity agenda for black men. Those policies include a plan to provide as many as 1 million fully forgivable loans of up to $20,000 for black entrepreneurs, further investment into training and apprenticeship programs designed to help black men land jobs in high-demand industries, the launch of a national health equity initiative focused on black men, plus the legalization of recreational marijuana, with the focus on ensuring black men have access to that industry.
My pledge is, as president, I will work on decriminalizing it because I know exactly how those laws have been used to disproportionately impact certain populations and specifically black men.
And the vice president is also tapping campaign surrogates, including NBA icon Magic Johnson and former President Barack Obama.
Our black men, we got to get them out to vote. Kamala's opponent promised a lot of things last time to the black community that he did not deliver on.
We have not yet seen the same kinds of energy.
We know what he did for the black community, don't we?
In all
Former President
of our
Barack.
neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running.
We know what he did.
Seems to be
Nada.
more pronounced.
So
Absolutely
black men were
nothing.
given a seat at the table, finally, right? And they were asked, okay, what can we do for black men? What is going to make black men want to vote for me? What would change black men's mind about voting for Kamala Harris? And you came to the table and you said that you want child care, child support abolished. Not resources for the black community, not affordable housing for the black community, not better healthcare services in black communities. You asked to have child support abolished. Black men went to the table to fight for the opportunity to not take care of their children. You went to the table and you affirmed the fact that you don't want to take care of your children, when that is already a common misconception about men in the black community, is that they don't take care of their children, they're not in the home. And you went to the table and you affirmed
Exactly.
the fact
Very embarrassing.
that you don't want to have to take care of your children. Black women fought for you. I know I did. Right? When the racists were saying black men aren't even fathers, black men aren't in the home, I said, yeah, black men are in the home. There are a lot of black men who are in the home. And you went to the
Embarrassment, a shame. Could you not have come up with something better,
you
my
went to the table
brethren?
and you said, you know what, you're right. Black men aren't in the home. Black men don't even want to be in the home. Black men don't even want to pay child support for the children that they took part in creating. Black women, I think a happy hour is in order.
So we mad at child support now? You know, what I don't get this is that you have an opportunity as black men to speak about the things that you need as supposedly leaders of your community. Cool. You get to talk about education, housing, more sports and education opportunities for your children, potential bills and legislations, things that can really uplift the community, and you pick child support? Just reinforcing the stigma that black men don't take care of their goddamn kids? I received child support from my kid's mother. I was a single father. Now understand this. Before, my kids' schooling used to cost upwards to $1,000. Understand this. My daughter's hair, the products, not even doing the hair, the products of her hair, when we buy them at one time, cost around $100 to $150. And that's not including my other daughter, just the one daughter. This is not any food that she eats or anything else, nor clothes or anything. In a month, we are already at somewhere around $1,000.
Now make
And
sure
don't get me
to
wrong,
have
you
the
get
black
some bitter
men speak
situations,
out
but
as well.
if you
That
want to be
find
in your
the
kid's
food
life, and this is an
you
active
ask for, my
father talking to
brethren.
you, if you want to be in your kid's life, by hook or crook, you'll figure it out. I don't care how difficult the mother is. But if you have the opportunity to talk to the future president that could potentially put things in motion for you, and you choose child support, you are the problem. And I only see $100 a month. And I don't even bump it up because you know what? I don't got time to be out here fighting. But people do not really know how hard it is to take care of a kid on your own.
While we're on the topic of child support, the average cost of child support in the country, average, right? The median is about $500 a month. And I know some of you brokies are going to be like,
Let me pause here for the cause. This is going to be an open panel, and I will allow you up on here to speak, my brethren, because I want to hear from men first. Yeah, if you're out there and you have a thought regarding what was presented to Kamala Harris as an option for helping your community, and I say your because she addressed the black man. And if you think that child support, forgiveness, as if it was a loan, forgiveness is a brilliant idea or some type of thought that you have towards this situation, I have dropped the link in Men First. You are more than welcome to join in. Keep it respectful, okay? But we're going to finish this video out first, and then I have some commentary afterwards. Let's continue.
that's a lot of money. No child needs $500 a month. Those words only come out of the mouth of a person who does not live with their child. Does not live with their child. And then when you start to count all these things, they're like, well, you were going to pay an electric bill anyway. You're going to pay this anyway. You're going to pay that anyway. You have to have a roof over your head. Like, I have 2 kids. I have a 3-bedroom house. If I didn't have kids, like, could me and my 2 kids live in a 1-bedroom? Yeah, people do it. But should they have to? No. When they're not here, my electric bill is lower. When they're not here, my water bill is lower. These motherfuckers use way more water than me. They use up way more resources. And y'all don't realize that because y'all have never lived with your children. Y'all have never had your children for more than like a few days at a time. When I tell you the drastic difference in my children being here, there was 1 month where my kids we were all gone for like a month, right? They spent 2 weeks at their at my ex-husband's with my ex-husband's family, and then they spent 2 weeks at my mom's. And when I looked at the difference in that month, that $500 is fucking nothing for my electric and gas, for my water bill, and then just what I would spend on groceries just to feed myself is insanely different than a child. So if the only thing and that's not even counting childcare, dental, medical, that's not counting any of that stuff. That's not counting clothes. And some of them are only paying that $500. And they're like, oh, a 3-year-old doesn't need $500. Childcare alone for one child is, what is it? Like $800 a month in California. And that's on the low end. For California, childcare for $800 is on the low end. I know some people that were paying $1,200 for one child for childcare. Yes, so imagine if your child care is $800 and then you have to chauffeur the child around because the other person only sees them a few days a month. You have to chauffeur the child around, so you got more gas because you have to drop them off. Then you go to work. Your electric bill is higher. Your water bill is higher. Your food bill is higher. Everything in your house is higher. You're spending so much more money when you are the primary caregiver, and not to mention the administrative work that does not get calculated into it, right? Because the doctor's appointment, who books them? Who makes sure they go to all their dentist appointments? Who makes sure all the school paperwork is filled out? Who makes sure any paperwork is filled out? Who got them a passport? Who got them an ID? All the administrative stuff don't even get calculated into the expenses. But someone has to do it. So the primary parent is still doing all the legwork, and then y'all come on the internet and complain that y'all have to spend a measly couple $100. What a bunch of fucking losers.
Y'all, I'm tired. Every day it's a new battle. I ain't got no more Yu-Gi-Oh cards left. I done played every single card I got, and every day it's a new battle with us. Now we upset about child support forgiveness. Like, what? Where? We ain't got shit. We got inflation going on. People at war. Like, all kinds of shit going on in this world. And they talking about aliens come back, and we talking about child support forgiveness. I'm tired of us at this point. I'm so tired of us. But this is what the conversation is, like whether child support forgiveness needs to be a thing. And the answer is no. It don't need to be a thing. It don't. Mom and daddy need to grow the fuck up and take care of their damn child. That's what needs to happen. The child should never have to suffer for the mistakes of the mother and the father. That should never be a thing. Whatever that looks like. Now, I do think that DNA tests should be mandatory.
For sure. Let me pause
before putting anybody on child support, or before.
Let me pause for the pause on that, because I do agree with that. Because of all the hustles, the scams, the webs that have been woven, the con artists on both sides, men and women, trying to not get played and trying to play. So mandatory DNA in all states. Hell, go to jail if you don't get your DNA tested, if you fail to show up. Because I'm tired of hearing about, I've been hoodwinked, I was set up. I ain't saying it don't exist, but I'm tired of hearing about it. Mandatory DNA. Show you right. Let's continue.
Sign the birth certificate for a child. I think that should be a thing. Child support forgiveness? Nah. We playing too much. We are playing too much. We got too much other shit to worry about than whether or not somebody should get some child support forgiveness at this point. Fellas, I'm with you when you're right, but I'm just not.
Folk are out here asking for child support forgiveness like it's the goddamn student loans. I never thought I would live in a world where child support would be that much of an issue that you would feel the need to ask the president to intervene. Like the way these men folks is carrying on, you would think they was paying the thousands of dollars in child support. Sir, you're paying $30. And you have the men who want to argue, well, some of the mothers not using the child support for the child anyway. Sir, with $30, I don't even think you can buy a can of milk. Sorry, I don't think no good father who's active in their child's life, who's actually providing for their child, is complaining about child support. It be the fathers that don't even pick up their phone and tell the kid happy birthday that's doing all this complaining about child support. I can't even believe that we're at the point of asking a president to help out with child support. That's not the president's kids, them your kids. You need to do something about that child support. Like, pay it. I don't know, but asking for a child support forgiveness like this, the goddamn student loans, sounds crazy as hell to me. Like, what is happening up here? What is happening?
So I just wanted to drop those receipts off so that you can see it's not just me talking about it. And it's definitely not just me who thinks that that is the most idiotic thing you could have brought to the table. Now, when I say, my goodness, the proof is in the pudding, when I have been out here telling you there is an agenda. And when I had spoke on Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels got these men hyped up about child support and the black woman, that's because he was behind on child support. We can say it loud because those are the facts. Let me pause this for a minute. Let me pause this. Hold on. Let me run this back just a quick because I'll run that back.
Believe that
I
we're at
still
the
got
point
something to say.
of
I said he was out here poisoning the minds of grown men and poisoning the minds of men whose frontal lobe still was not fully developed. And I'm not trying to be funny because men, your frontal lobe is not fully developed until you're 25 years old. I know. I know they make it hard out here for you to survive, especially as a black man. And everybody got you saying, I'm a leader, and you don't know how to lead yourself down to get some help learning how to pay bills and balance your bank books and but you're a leader. And your frontal lobe is not fully developed until you're 25. But you think you doing something because you always, for the most part, thinking with your other head. And Mr. Samuels poisoned a lot of your minds, and it has carried you all up here to the table. You remember Kevin Samuels said, "What you bringing to the table, y'all thought this was the brilliant idea to say when you was invited to the table, child support forgiveness." Now tell me, I have dropped the link about 3 times because this is an open panel tonight. I want someone, if I'm saying something wrong, if whatever you think about this, come on up. Let's talk about it. I would hope that the men come first because that's how I have it set up. I want to hear from the men. That's right. I'm setting the table for you right here. Because, if you don't come tonight, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. Because you had the opportunity to speak your mind regarding this issue. Child support was brought to the table that Kamala Harris set. And y'all love tables, don't you, men? Kevin Samuel said, women, what can you bring to the table? Well, now you have a woman that got the main table on a global stage for all the world to see. And she called out the brothers because she know what she did to you. So on this global table, she asked you, what can she do? Because she really wants the look of it all. Because that's all it's about, the look, the aesthetic. Make her table look good. Just like when she tried to get on in Florida when those hurricanes was coming through and the mayor shut her smooth down. That Hispanic mayor, what's his name? DeSanto? No, Kamala, we stay your behind in Washington or wherever you at. I got this. Straight like a man, right? I got this. I've been running this city. Need your help because you running a campaign. Stood on business. Oh, we don't need your, you need us. We don't need you. Did our black men say that? Oh, why is it quiet? Hold on. Did I drop the link? Is it? Why is it quiet in the chat tonight? Hold on. Let me drop it again. Let me drop it again. Somebody said they was hiding. Let me drop it again. The link is in the chat. Somebody said these black men was hiding. That doggone DeSantis, when Kamala tried to use that hurricane, something about to wipe out a community of folks, just everybody, not just black folks, not just Hispanic folks, residents of Florida. He saw her chitlin circus coming. Shut her smooth down. No, I got this. Like a man should if he know what he doing. Oh, I'ma talk my smack tonight. Cause I see y'all hiding. Y'all ain't got nothing to say? Why y'all ain't stand on business, black men? Because you drunk the damn Kool-Aid of Kevin Samuels, the red pill community. The manosphere. You drunk that Kool-Aid. And you thought you was doing something. This message didn't come from Reverend Al Sharp and all them old folk. No, they in their retirement. Man, they just want to take a picture and go home and eat some applesauce. Be comfortable in their later years. This came from you youngsters who done drank all the Kool-Aid. Red Kool-Aid, that is. From the manosphere. From the red pill community. From the hate of the black woman. And from the avoidance of accountability for your part. Where are y'all hiding tonight? You have an opportunity, because maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not seeing this just quite right. You had the opportunity. You love to talk about what somebody can bring to the table. Or was it selfish thoughts? Thinking that, yeah, we want child support forgiveness because it was all about you? What was the master plan? Because normally, let me take this down because it's upsetting me, the fact that y'all are hiding. Let me take this down. Y'all are hiding. What was the master plan? You at the table, Kamala and ask you what you want. You said child support forgiveness, and is there a plan after child support forgiveness, or is it just child support forgiveness and that's it? Because normally a business plan has to have something written out. You go to a bank and you want a business plan. They want to know. I mean, a loan. We want to see your business plan. Show us what you plan on doing with this money. Right? I need to hear the follow-up to child support forgiveness. Black men. Not saying that you're going to get it. Not saying that because half the time you don't get nothing from what is said by these candidates when they running for presidency. We all know that. You should know that. My question is, what was the master plan? What was the business plan, if you will, after you're granted child support forgiveness? Was it the fact that all your arrears would that be wiped out? You wouldn't owe any arrears. Okay. arrears, if you don't know, for the laymen out there or the people that just is not owing any child support, monies that they didn't pay from the jump. So now it's stacking up on them, just like a bill haunting them. This bill, if they get caught, can put their behinds in jails, take licenses, business licenses, training certificates, if they don't pay this money. So man, my brethren, what was the plan? What was the outline? I just because I'm confused because I'm a woman. You got to explain stuff to me in detail. You know what was the plan? You're gonna get child support. Let's just pretend if she granted this to you, you're gonna get this child support forgiveness. So wipe out all your arrears. You don't owe nobody no more money. Mm, okay, good. Okay, got that. Okay, hold on. Let me go. Hold on. Let me write this down. Let me write this down. This just for my thought process. Because I ain't heard. All I heard was they just want the forgiveness. Let me get a pen. I got a pen. Got to be more careful. Y'all better be glad. Hold on. We got to write this out. Because I ain't heard the full thought process of these brothers. Wanting this child support forgiveness. So they want that's the first thing. Forgive in their mind, they feel, I guess it was a loan. Because forgiveness comes with loans and things of that nature, right? Uh-huh. So they want forgiveness. Mm-hmm. I'm writing this down now. That means no arrears have to be paid. No past due money for this child support. It's good. No past due money. Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, we got to keep in mind that these children are still breathing. They don't get wiped off the map, right? Their children are still breathing. But anyway, let's write out this outline so I can have a clear understanding. We'll make the outline. Mm-hmm. Okay. So y'all want the money to be gone, and then what's next? You don't have to pay no more. Your child support funds that you have owed for 6 or 7 years, clear. We're making this business plan together, you and I, because no brother and the link has been dropped. Ain't nobody's come to the stage. Oh, because you can't be foolish on this subject, can you? Because it sounds foolish that my brethren would be presented a world stage, a table set for them. They like to ask what you bring to the table so often. And they put their business plan down and said they want child support forgiveness, want the money that they owe for the children that they had wiped off clean. Now, okay, maybe they said, maybe there's some guys, because I said the hustle game is real. So both of them, women and men, have played this game. So maybe some of them got hoodwinked and woman and set them up, and she got their name on the docket, and they paying child support for a child that's not even theirs. Okay, we're gonna wipe that off. Children that's not theirs after taking DNA, we gonna go ahead, because some states make these men still pay and will put them in jail. So we're gonna go ahead and take them off the docket, off the any arrears, all that. They not your child. You are not the daddy. Let me put that down. You are not the daddy. Okay? You are not the daddy. That's part of this doggone outline now. Okay? I'm making an outline because I ain't hear nobody else. No men talk about this outline of this business plan that y'all presented to Kamala. You are not the daddy. It's part of this outline that I'm making for you. Okay, daddy. Okay, so that's just two things I got thus far. In general, this for black men, not you white guys. Now, Kamala trying to get on the black team because she done locked a lot of these brothers up. And she done asked these brothers who's wise in their own eyes what they want. They drink the Kool-Aid of the manosphere, the red pill community, and the hate for their own sisters, daughters of Zion. Mm-hmm. Child support forgiveness was the best thing that they can come up with on a world stage. And if they got it, because sometimes they do a little something just to make it look like the government's working for the people. If they would have got it, they would have got their past due arrears, money that they didn't even try to pay, didn't even go get a Walmart job, didn't even go try to collect cans, take it down to recycle. So they wasn't trying to do nothing but find the next house they can lay up in. What they call them? Homobos, or whatever they call them. They jumping from house to house. Not hardworking, man. We're not talking about the majority of them being that. No, we can't be. When I hear child support forgiveness in this broad spectrum, oh, you best believe we got some homobos. I don't know what they call them. You feel me? But this they plan. I'm right now. They done got the forgiveness. No more arrears. Okay? For the ones that got caught up in the game, they wasn't fast on their feet. You know, you are not the daddy. That's part of the plan. It's ethereal. I'm trying to help y'all out. You know, I'm a woman though. I'm trying to help y'all out. Please don't call me a feminist. I'm just trying to understand what this master plan was y'all had, my brothers. Okay? So we got down here two things on the doggone business plan. Forgiveness of arrears. You are not the daddy. Falsely accused of being the child's daddy. You are cleared now. Anybody else? Can y'all think of something out there, my people, my peeps? Throw it in the chat. What else could have been on this business plan? Oh, it's crickets. Man, do I have me? It is crickets out here. Y'all man scared. Y'all have plenty of mouth. Plenty of mouth when it comes to down talking these women, black men. Oh, I've seen you, I've heard you on these podcasts. Oh, let me find me some crickets. Because it's quiet out here in these streets. I'm asking questions. Ain't nobody got nothing to say. Because it's foolish what you asked for, isn't it? Sound foolish. You can't rep that, huh? But somebody thought it was wise enough to put it on the table. It's doggone crickets out here. I'm going to put one cricket. One cricket. What's good? Forever Studios. It's been quiet out here. Crickets. Nobody has anything to say. I've been asking where does any black man want to come up here and express themselves? The panel is open. I'm trying to write out just a business plan or something that they would have presented to her other than just asking Kamala Harris for child support forgiveness. What else was asked? So I'm just making it up myself. Child support forgiveness for all black men, and you are not the daddy, part of the bill, part of the proposal. Okay? This all, these are two things I came up with, part of the proposal. I've asked black men, come on up. The link is below. Matter of fact, let me drop it one more again. Y'all gonna be quiet, huh? Let me continue to run this doggone video. Kamala came to Houston and she brought Beyonce out. I just want y'all to see that what Beyonce was wearing. And just kind of finish this out. This gonna be a short live.
And a
It's gonna
president
be
to help
scared.
out with child support. That's not the president's kids. Them your kids. You need to do something about that child support. Like, pay it. I don't know, but asking for a child support forgiveness like this, the goddamn student loans, sounds crazy as hell to me. Like, what is happening up here? What is happening?
So this was from last night when Kamala was in Houston. And Beyonce did not perform, but she did come out and speak. And she brought Kelly Rowland with her as well. I found their outfits to be very interesting. I found their outfits to be interesting from what Kelly had on. So y'all will see Kelly and Beyonce as they're leaving the stage when they Beyonce finished speaking at last night's rally in Houston, Texas. I jumped on it. Okay, so y'all give it a minute. It's gonna roll. It's gonna be short. No music's gonna be playing, but here we go. Beyonce in a short black mini. That's Kelly Rowland behind her. Grab her hand in this oversized men's suit. No, it was quick. Let me try to roll it back real short. See if we can get it. One more again. I want y'all to peep game. These people talking in symbols and codes. Okay? Let's see if I got it. Gonna let it play. Here we go. That's Beyonce with her short black mini skirt. That's Kelly Rowland. She's in a man's suit, oversized suit. Take this down. Did y'all see that? Walking slightly behind Beyonce. Did y'all peep that? Message. Last night I covered it. I covered that rally a little bit, and let me tell you some of the talking points in the rally. Some of those talking points were abortion, women, women's bodies, rights, freedom. Beyonce said freedom several times. Kamala Harris came out and proclaimed freedom 7 times. I'm like, why do they keep saying freedom? I counted about 8 when I picked up on it, but they probably said it more than 8 times, to tell you the truth. And women's bodies. And it's time to make a stand. Now, I told you to peep what Beyonce had on. Very somewhat feminine, sexy, the little black outfit, the business suit. Kelly in a man's oversized business suit, walking slightly behind Beyonce. None of that was all their moves are scripted down to the T, as if it was a concert and she was performing. I should have did a screenshot of that video where people were talking about, oh, that was so sweet how Beyonce reached her hand behind her so that Kelly wouldn't feel that she was walking behind Beyonce, that she was equal to Beyonce. And she pulled her up and they walked off the stage together. There was a message in what Beyonce did. Kelly in that men's oversized suit. let you know the men are going to be walking behind the women. And you get a little help with Beyonce reaching her hand out behind her, mind you, and pulling Kelly up. Let me run that back one more time. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I'm just trying to help y'all out. Because, man, you've been hoodwinked. And you've been hoodwinked. Hold on for a minute. We gonna go all the way to the end. Hopefully I can get it to where you can see. You don't have to play this again.
Tory.
Happy birthday. That's doing all this
Oh my
complaining
God.
about.
Okay, let's wait for it. There's messages in everything that these people do. Here we go. That's Beyonce in the front. Kelly is walking behind Beyonce in a man's suit and gets pulled to the front. They're telling you women are going to be the leaders. And we'll pull you up to the front when we think about you, men. And, my brothers, you have nothing else to say. You have nothing else to say. Because their whole message last night at that rally was about women's bodies, abortions, how Texas was so strict on abortion, women's bodies, their rights. Let me look at my notes again. Freedom, freedom. They kept saying over and over again, chanting basically. These were their talking points. Their rights, women's bodies. You just added icing to the cake, my brothers, with this. Well, we want child support forgiveness. I wonder how they're going to weave that in once she wins. With the predictive programming, it does look like she's most likely to win this election. Brothers, you won't be able to say nada because they going to use that against you. You know how they say don't talk to the popo? If you're out there and something go wrong, wait till you get your lawyer. Get you somebody who's educated that can try to educate it on your rights. Because half of y'all don't know your rights. Right? You out there, you was talking to somebody. I know y'all call this woman ditzy and she ain't this and she ain't that. And she might not be. Because we know most of them are puppets and the shadow government is behind them pulling the strings. So she might not know what to say, but the shadow government that's putting her as the face or Trump as the face when he was president. The shadow government knows what to say. And they are going to use your very words against you, my brethren. That's right. Those words where you said you want child support forgiveness, meaning you want your child support wiped off, they're going to make it look like you can't possibly handle being fathers. Did you hear me? That's what they're gonna make it seem like you can't handle being men. Because you do know in the Constitution, they do have you still as 1/5 of a human. They consider you not even being human. But now that you're behind and sat up here and was invited to the table, and you said, we want child support forgiveness. That was like saying, I just don't have the ability to finance children that I bring into this world. I don't have the capabilities of balan- balancing a budget. I am like a child and I need guidance because I can produce children. Yes, I can do that, but being responsible for their well-being once they enter into this realm, I just don't understand how to do that. Do you know the possibilities that they how they can run with this, the shadow government? Because you're not dealing with Kamala, you're dealing with principalities. Well, how many times I got to tell you this? Ooh, how they gonna play this? I don't know. We'll see. It's not gonna come out how you. They're not gonna straight up tell you, but they gonna show use it against you. I'm trying to let you know. It's been crickets out here. Let me get some more crickets. Where my brothers at? Y'all ain't got nothing to say, huh? I see. Nothing to say. But it was plenty to be said when your brother was out here spreading that poison. I'm gonna let y'all have these crickets. There you go. There you go. Straight like that, crickets. I'm gonna run this by this video one more time. I'm gonna let it play in its entirety so that you can get the full understanding that my brothers had the opportunity to come to the world stage and show themselves as leaders, young brethren, men, the opportunity to stand on business and say, this is what we want as black men. One, two, three, present your proposal and have it well thought out. This is what we want. The only thing that has been circulating in these streets when you came to the table that you so love to say and hear about the table and what can you bring to it, you said child support forgiveness. Let's run this back. Doing some house cleaning, making sure maintenance is right. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, even if you're in the clouds watching. It has been crickets out here. I don't know where my brothers at. Even if you disagree with what some of these men said about wanting child support forgiveness. Good gracious almighty. Ain't no man gonna stand on business. The link has been dropped several times. I got crickets in the chat. I'm gonna post this in my community feed. You best believe I'm gonna post it in my community feed. An opportunity for men to, be men, stand on business. This is current affairs. The way the world is viewing you, my brothers. It was offered to you to come sit at this global table, and you said you want child support forgiveness. And I'm having an open panel tonight. The link been dropped 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see, 4 times. Yeah. Nobody, no men can come first. Women, nobody has nothing to say. You best believe. If any of you, men or women, support red pill brothers, brothers who talk down against women, against the daughters of Zion, you are the ops. Let's continue.
Expenses, but someone has to do it. So the primary parent is still doing all the legwork, and then y'all come on the internet and complain that y'all have to spend a measly couple $100. What a bunch of fucking losers.
Y'all, I'm tired. Every day, it's a new battle. I ain't got no more Yu-Gi-Oh cards left. I done played every single card I got. And every day, it's a new battle with us. Now we upset about child support forgiveness. Like, what? Where? We ain't got shit. We got inflation going on. People at war. Like, all kinds of shit going on in this world. And they talking about aliens come back. And we talking about child support forgiveness? I'm tired of us.
Me too at this point.
I'm so tired of us. But
Yes.
this is what the conversation is, like whether child support forgiveness needs to be a thing. And the answer is no. It don't need to be a thing. It don't. Mom and daddy need to grow the fuck up and take care of their damn child. That's what needs to happen. The child should never have to suffer for the mistakes of the mother and the father. That should never be a thing. Whatever that looks like. Now, I do think that DNA tests should be mandatory before putting anybody on child support or before even signing a birth certificate for a child. I think that should be a thing. Child support forgiveness, nah. We playing too much. We are playing too much. We got too much other shit to worry about than whether or not somebody should get some child support forgiveness at this point. Fellas, I'm with you when you're right, but I'm just not.
Folk are out here asking for child support forgiveness like it's the goddamn student loans. I never thought I would live in a world where child support would be that much of an issue that you would feel the need to ask the president to intervene. Like the way these men folks is carrying on, you would think they was paying the thousands of dollars in child support. Sir, you're paying $30. And you have the men who want to argue, well, some of the mothers not using the child support for the child anyway. Sir, with $30, I don't even think you can buy a can of milk. Sorry, I don't think no good father who's active in their child's life, who's actually providing for their child, is complaining about child support. It be the fathers that don't even pick up their phone and tell the kid happy birthday that's doing all this complaining about child support. I can't even believe that we're at the point of asking a president to help out with child support. That's not the president's kids, them your kids. You need to do something about that child support. Like, pay it. I don't know, but asking for a child support forgiveness like it's the goddamn student loans sounds crazy as hell to me. Like, what is happening up here? What is happening?
Exactly. What is happening? What's going on, my people, my peeps? That was the craziest proposal I have ever heard. And it's shameful, embarrassing, because it came from my brothers. And it's been circulated on the world stage. Well, been with you all for an hour and 15 minutes. Open the panel up for my brethren to come up. Whether you agree with what has been transpiring in this world regarding this child support proposal. Kamala asked black man, what you want? I know I did you dirty. I know I did you wrong. I've been locking you up unfairly when I was, a lawyer down there in California. Isn't that where she came from? Wherever she came from, locking y'all black men up unfairly. She said, I know I've been throwing y'all under the bus, but I'm a guy. What you want? And y'all sat up there and proposed child support forgiveness. Lord have mercy. We definitely are in the end times. Woo! Yes, indeed. We definitely are in the end times, y'all. Because I don't know what kind of proposal that was. I don't know who thought of that. There's so much more to talk about. Drilling in her head about reparations, because she was running from that too. She made it easy for them. Remember when Orientals was getting busted up against their head because Trump was out there talking about when the cocoa was out. She put that protection law in for them and gave them a little money. Y'all couldn't say we need a little money. Something like ASAP. We need a little money ASAP. Go and give us some per diem until y'all figure out if y'all gonna give us some reparations. Could y'all? I know it sounds ludicrous, but I'd rather say that than child support redemption. Y'all got us out here looking like buffoons. Let me get off of here. I done gave y'all time. It's been crickets in the chat. I had some people come through. I appreciate Forever Studios, the folks that came through. But I gotta go. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a troll if I see anyone talking about they got the plan for the black man. Y'all, I'm out. And much, much love.